Today's mindfulness practice brings us to the Merry Creek. Have a look at this massive old tree. Still growing, still moving, but all the biggest, tallest trees, of course, all started as the tiniest seeds. Anything is possible. We start today's practice in our Wuji stance. Feet are hip width apart, arms loose down by the side of the body, back of the knees soft, knees slightly bent. Relax down through the shoulders, through the collarbone. No tension in the jaw, in the teeth, in the cheeks. Start today's practice with some tapping across the upper chest, the sternum. Just moving energy through the body. Can use our ends of our fingers or our knuckles. Let's open out down one arm, tracing our lung meridian. Turn the palm over our large intestine meridian. Let's check in with the back of your neck, back of your shoulders. Chinese medicine believes that all illness comes from stress and tension that we hold in our body. Now let's take our arms down by the side and just use momentum and gravity to allow the arms to swing from side to side. Allow your forearms to tap against your lumbar spine, your kidneys. Keeping the feet and knees facing forward and just allowing all the movement to come through the waist, the spine, the shoulders. So we can relax through the body and just allow momentum to move the arms. Now let's bring our hands up to connect with our lung point, the inside of our shoulders. This is where it's believed we hold sadness and sense of loss in our body. We often see this when people are hunched over, shoulders pointing inwards, and when we open out and open our chest, we might become a little more open, a little more vulnerable. Today's practice is going to focus on the form often called teacups. The idea is we move through the form, keeping our palm face up as we twist through the spine. Let's take our left arm behind the back, right arm sweeps out, forward, behind the body. Whole time keeping our palm more or less facing up. And let's keep our eyes on the palm. So we'll be twisting the spine as we move from side to side, moving with the breath. This is a water element form, helping us connect with the idea of not knowing from Taoism, from the Tao Te Ching. The idea that we bring our water element into balance when we trust. We trust that our body has the answers, that nature follows a sense of order, day to night, from season to season. One thing following the other without cause and effect, without any trying or efforting or achieving. So when we trust this idea of not needing to know, not needing to always find answers, this is when we might come into harmony with balance and nature all around us. Maybe our actions will become a little more effortless, but we'll also end up having more of a sense of achievement and results. And we move away from mind meddling and overthinking, being self-critical. All these things are to do with where we hold our fears. And Chinese medicine, this is believed to be in our kidneys, in our lumbar spine. So we learn to move like water, to flow as water does, nourishing everything in its path. We'll finish the practice with a short standing meditation, standing like a tree. You might remember that huge tree from the start of practice, and let's try and connect our feet to the earth with that same sense of stability and stillness, but understanding that we're still moving, we're still growing, aging. Nothing is truly still. Everything that is alive is always moving. But as we bring our body into stillness, you might find a little calm, moving away from the busyness of constant thought, distraction, overthinking, repetitive thoughts. Whatever's going on in your mind right now, just bring your attention back to the breath. Inhale as the belly expands. And then exhaling, belly comes back towards the spine. Keep the knees slightly bent. Feel the stability of the earth. Arms are heavy. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your shoulders, in your neck, in your jaw. Just allow everything to relax and soften. Just allow the whole body to surrender, connect with the earth, feel the support of the ground. The monkey mind is starting to tell you the arms are heavy. Just notice that. Bring your attention back to the breath. And give the breath all the time it needs to fully breathe in. And then sigh it out, let it go. Whenever you're ready, slowly bring your arms down. Maybe place your hands on your lower dantian, the center of gravity of your body. Just take a moment to just notice how we feel right now. Might scan through the body. Notice your sense of aliveness, sense of chi, sense of life force, energy. So we use practice to become like water, always flowing, always nourishing everything in our path, always adapting, yielding. Water teaches us to transform our shape, to adapt whether to heat or cold, to flow from high to low, to connect to everything. Water is inexhaustible. It keeps everything fresh, everything clean. When water hits an obstacle, a rock in a stream, it simply flows around it, knowing over time it will erode it. So we acknowledge our fears, and when we bring our water element into balance, we embrace not knowing, we embrace our beginner's mind, we become curious, we explore, So many possibilities.